My name is Amy. I am in the immunology program, and I'm a third year. And I am in Greece 10's lab, and we study colon cancer and colitis, which is colon inflammation. And I'm joined by 3 friends today.
Hi, my name is Allison. I am a third-year graduate student in microbiology and immunology. I'm in Billy Tsai's lab, and we study polyomavirus and how it transports through the ER.
I'm David. Apparently, I'm also a third year, I think.
Congrats.
I'm also in the microbiology program, and I'm in Andrew Ty's lab, and I study dengue virus and hepatitis virus.
I'm Adam. I'm a third year.
Oh, you are?
I'm in the cellular molecular biology program, and I work in Nina Lynn's lab, and even though I'm CMB, her primary appointment is in chemical engineering, and we do a lot of synthetic biology, so engineering microbes for various novel functions.
Cool. So, does anyone want to start about why they decided on grad school and not other career paths, like med school or like going straight into industry or whatever?
I think mine is a little bit in depth.
Well, go for it.
Go.
I had the intention of applying to med school as an undergrad, and as a junior, I just by chance took a microbiology course just for fun. And the very first day, 20 minutes into the lecture, completely changed my mind.
Whoa.
I just knew
20 minutes in?
I'm not even joking. It was amazing. Yeah, 20 minutes in.
Mind blown.
Yeah,
I think a huge part of it was the instructor who would eventually become my undergraduate PI.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She was just so incredibly passionate about everything she was talking about, and I knew this was exactly what I was supposed to do.
So you joined her lab right away?
Right away.
Wow. So you just went up after the lecture and was like, I'm going to do this.
Oh, no. At the end of the semester, I got an A first, just to make sure.
Oh.
Yeah, so she couldn't be like, I don't know you, or if you're actually going to do well in my class.
Why do you want to do med school first?
I think I've always had this drive towards biology. I think we all have that. Yeah, always loved biology, wanted to help people. Still haven't ruled out the idea of med school. I just knew this was what I wanted first.
Adam?
Yeah, well, so it was a little different for me, I guess, maybe. I didn't like biology at all in high school. I think maybe just because I didn't really, despite the fact that we're all clearly made of cells, I don't know, I didn't really just kind of understand the immediate applications. I don't know. But anyway, I went to college for a year after high school. Still wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And then took a few years off from undergrad, and then got interested in neuroscience from reading a few books that I got as gifts.
Like nonfiction?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, so I think the first one that really piqued my interest was called Train Your Mind, Change Your Brain. I mean, it's all about the idea of there's a guy at the University of Wisconsin-Madison who studies a lot of meditation, and then he's really interested in the effects that meditation had, like the physical effects that meditation has on the brain. And so that was kind of the thesis for the whole book, which was like, what are ways that you can kind of shape the way that you think, and then the physical effects that those can have on like the structure and function of your brain. So I thought that was really cool. And then I started getting a lot into neuroscience and ended up deciding to go back to school for it. But then through the course of the required neuroscience courses, took like a lot of molecular biology and stuff like that. And
so it was positive outcome. I was thinking like, I ended up hating it.
No. I still really like neuroscience.
It shaped his life, okay.
I was very close to going into grad school for neuroscience, but I ended up finding synthetic biology as a field. I thought that was really cool. But for me, probably the most immediate thing for grad school was I got a job in an undergrad lab. And then within that first summer,
I think that's what did it too.
Yeah.
Well,
all of us did
when
research in undergrad, right? And
Yeah.
that's kind of like when you're exploring, you do it, and then you kind of grew into it more and more.
Specifically, there was like a 2-week period during that very first summer.
Like hers is 20 minutes, yours is 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. I mean, I definitely really remember it. The PI went on vacation, and then also the postdoc that I was working for was also gone to a conference, and so I had 2 weeks.
In the lab alone.
Yeah, but I'd been there long enough that like I had stuff to work on. But I remember that I was able to like something weird happened the first day, And so I
like
was
something
able,
bad, so you could troubleshoot.
yeah, right. So I was able to
Okay.
like take the next 2
do
weeks
stuff.
and try and like figure it out, see what happened, and like it was just it was kind of like problem solving, mystery.
You're like, I can do this.
Yeah, it was really, it was fun.
I feel like there is an underlying theme among the three of us. Are all a little bit older and did not do
okay.
the direct 4
Yes.
years of undergrad immediate
Yeah.
grad school
Definitely.
applications.
Yes.
We all have different paths.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I also decided on the three of you.
Yeah, totally
And-
diverse.
It's kind of diverse, but like our paths here were fairly diverse because I entered straight from undergrad, but I think I had a lot of research experience in undergrad, like 2 or 3 different types, and that's kind of like your industry job. Like one of my experiences in undergrad could be similar to like your industry job that helped get you into biology. I don't know, but yeah, I did not start off in immunology, so but like you just test and try things out.
Yeah, what
Take different classes.
What drew you to immunology?
My mom is an immunologist.
Ah.
So I grew up with it, and
Yeah.
then my entire life I was like, I'm not going to be in science. But then I was good at it, and then you learn to like it. Yeah, I started off in plant bio.
Me too.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't like it.
Oh, I loved it. That was the experience that got me into research. So future careers, like we're all in PhD.
Did
In
we
a
really
PhD.
answer the first question? Why grad school?
Well, I guess we could go around and talk.
I don't know.
It's kind of like you don't want to do med school, but like
No, it's not. They're totally different.
they are different.
They're
Explain,
totally different.
how would you describe grad school and how it's different from med school?
How would I describe? I don't know.
They are very different.
I think med school is a lot more rote memorization.
There's structure
It's
in
very
med school.
Very
rigid.
structured.
You have to be self-motivated
Yes,
in graduate
in
school.
grad school, there's
Yeah.
no structure. If you don't want to do something, then you just don't. You end up not doing it. And no
6
one
years
tells you to
later,
do
And
it.
then you
yeah.
never leave.
You'll never get a PhD.
Exactly.
Well, you don't feel like you thoroughly answered why grad school?
I don't think any of us did. I don't think we really know exactly why. After you start doing research, there's still a lot of paths besides grad school, right? You can still
That's
work in
true.
industry. You can
Yeah.
go to science writing. There's so many other
Yeah,
things
that's a
to
good
do.
point. So for me, I do plan on going into industry. And so thinking about that, one of the things that enticed me about a PhD as opposed to going in right after undergrad or even after a master's degree was that I was interested in the idea of having a little bit more autonomy when I get into the industry. Having talked to people who go in right after undergrad, it seems like what I've heard at least is you're not to a significant level in charge of what you're doing. You're just kind of like a pair of hands. And then I also have a cousin who's worked for a variety. So he's worked for Amgen and for Genentech, and he has a master's in pharmaceutical engineering. And he felt that his career was somewhat limited,
Like
only
stagnant?
having a master's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like there's only a certain point you can get to, basically.
Right.
I would
Yeah.
agree